A lot of the individuals out there, you've accomplished quite a bit, and and someone's like, well, she has a University of Indiana philanthropy. Now you're doing your seminary at Bayan, and I think Chicago Theological Union. So you have all these things happening, and I know that for to do all this, how important is it to take care of yourself? Now I know you've Mount Kilimanjaro. I think you did that hike. I know you run. So I think so. I just wanted to see, just for a lot of the individuals out there who are working in organizations and whatever careers they have, and they want to give to the community, but just kind of getting to know you. How important is kind of taking care of yourself?
Yeah, so that's my favorite question. I'm so glad you asked me that. No, honestly, I think I was raised as, I think all parents do the best they can. Every single parent tries the best they can, and they, raise their children. I have 2 sons. I know I try the best I can, but I know I also have shortcomings. So I think it wasn't until I was about 45 years old. So when I was about 45 years old and my, family trajectory really changed, some people could have called it a midlife crisis, but I don't use that word at all. I call it a midlife awakening. So when I was 45, I had a midlife awakening, and I realized I need to take care of Dilnaz. I need to take care of me. And if I don't do that, I cannot take care of anyone else. So what I did was I just really needed to get away. I needed my time on my own. And I took a trip to Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. I did a 7-day hike. And it was myself and the porter and, this other cohort that I went with. But every day I was on that 7-day hike, I cried with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I smiled with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But every step I took, I knew Allah was pushing me up that mountain. There was never a moment where I thought, oh my God, this is too hard for me. I just can't do this. There was this sense of energy I got because I was completely committing myself to a higher being. And I came back with this renewed sense of energy. And I realized, number one, in every decision I make is am I pleasing God? Am I pleasing the higher being that has placed me on this earth? Number two, I think about, is this what Dilnaz wants? I think about myself. Am I doing this really because I want to do it? Am I pleasing someone else? Or is it making me happy? And the third thing is really my family. Alhamdulillah, I'm really blessed with a lovely family, husband, children, parents. But it's also a struggle, right? And anyone that tells you life is easy, just smile through it, I don't know how honest they are, but I think being honest and vulnerable, saying, yeah, I went through a really hard time when I was 45, and alhamdulillah, I'm 52 now, and I think every single birthday that I have, I get up and I go, God has placed me in this situation, but God's also told me 4 things. Number one, I need to get close to that problem. If I am not close to that problem and I'm just saying, oh, here's a check, or let me just, do this interview, then I'm not being proximate. Number 2, I really need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I think most of us are so comfortable in being in our offices, doing our little daily work, that we don't challenge ourselves to see what's out there that's going to make us uncomfortable. If we don't make ourselves uncomfortable, we're not going to be growing. The third thing I really, every single day after Fajr is I live with hope. If I don't live with hope and I just think, oh, wow, this is really dismal. The mass shootings out there are really getting me down. The amount of, refugees out there, I can't. I'm a human being and God has given me so much power, and I need to live in hope. And I have to do what a little bit I can, but the rest of it I'm going to leave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take care of it. And the last thing I want to do, which is really important for me, is changing the single narrative. There's so much single narratives about Muslim women, about Muslims, about, Muslim communities. I want to make sure that I tell my story and other Muslims are telling their story.